construction is recent.
Yeah, it does have that new fortress smell.
The walls and floors, a master's work. Few among the Order had such skill.
Yeah, there's an army of orcs on the way. How about you measure the place for drapes after the next attack?
What is going on, YouTube? Daniel here, representing Simple Productions, and today I'm going to be playing Orcs Must Die 2, the sequel to the original Orcs Must Die. Now, I saw Ari post a video about playing Dungeon Defenders, and I've never played Dungeon Defenders before, so when I had a look at it, I'm like, hey, that game really looks familiar. And that's because it's very similar to Orcs Must Die, and I've played Orcs Must Die before. And this right here is actually the Rift. That's where the enemies have to enter, and once 25 enemies enter, I basically lose the game. So my job's to hold them off, and this is a tower defense game, just like Dungeon Defenders. At the top right corner, you can actually see I have 25 Rift points, and some enemies take up 1, but there are enemies like ogres. Right here, let me just show you. Yeah, ogres. Yeah, they take up 5 rift points, so definitely gotta watch out for those guys. Showing some other enemies. There's like regular orc warriors. They're easy to kill. Medium, heavy orcs. What else they got? Orc crossbowmen. Oh, they attack a distance. Then there's these little kobold runners. They're like these fast guys that just run straight for the portal. Then there's like suicide bombers. Suicide bombers. Anyway, and then they have this gnoll hunter. This guy actually just hunts. He doesn't go for the rift, he actually just hunts the mages down, and yeah, he just tries to kill me. I do have HP and I do have mana. I'll get into that in a bit. And they have heavy orcs who are basically heavy orcs. They're harder to kill. And you have a bunch of traps here I can just select and put onto my my little bar here, which I can use in the game. Now, once I start setting these traps down, I can no longer add any more of these traps. So once I start, I have to stick with all these ones I have right here. And I have a budget right in the bottom left corner. Now, I did notice we do have a second door over there. So I think it's best if I just, before I unleash the horde, if I build closer to the gate. I mean to the rift, because if this gate opens up and all my traps at the front, all these orcs are just gonna run in. You gotta get creative here. Where am I gonna put all my stuff? So, unlike Dungeon Defenders, this game actually focuses more on traps, and you can reset them in different places. It does have like walls, like barricades here, but I'll get into that in a bit. First, let me just get set up, and then I don't want to bore you guys to death. Let's set up some spike traps. Pretty basic. Get the job done. Kill these orcs. Yup. Let's set some wall traps over here. Let's see what else we got. A little ceiling trap we can maybe set up top here. Yeah, and when you're setting traps up, it just shows like their range and everything. What else can we put up? Oh yeah, we got some archers. Fucking Legolas over here. I want to put him at a high point. Shoot some orcs. They're not like traditional traps. These are actually guardians, and they can be killed. Like crossbowmen and like flying dudes can kill them. I don't think there's any flying guys on this level. I didn't see any. All right, I think I'm just about ready to release the horde.
Killing season.
Now, as you guys may have already noticed from Dungeon Defenders and Orcs Must Die, it's not a traditional tower defense game. We actually get to run around and interfere with all these guys, like look at all these kobold runners. Oh, and there's a gnoll hunter. I don't want to get murked. You actually can kill guardians and myself, and a mage. Oh yeah, my weapon has primary attacks and secondary attacks. The secondary attack is a grenade launcher. It uses my mana up, so I can't really spam it that much. It does regenerate slowly. Also, sometimes they do drop mana potions. This guy's stuck. Let me help you out there, bud. Merc. Get up. See how these traps work. Yup. Got him. Oh, new door opens. Yeah, sometimes those harder guys do drop a little bonus. Like ogres, you'll notice drop some bonus. Oh shit.
Here they come.
None.
Step right this way, Mr. Orc. Those are some big honking orcs right there.
Yeah, these grenades, they may not even kill the orc, but they stun them. Like they fall on the floor, and you can use the environment to your advantage. Like you see how there's lava here? You can actually just push the orcs in that way, like you can kill a mob pretty easily. I think headshots do extra damage. Oh, thank God I have a trap here. I just forgot about this. And then I do have some archers that can actually back me up over there. Just use your terrain. See, there's a that's a health potion over there in case I'm really damaged, and that's a mana potion. Watch out. Little rats trying to run in. So hard to get. I'm not a pro at this game. I haven't played in a while. Oh yeah, this game gets pretty good. Yeah, like you see a little chandelier over there. I can actually drop it on the orcs. I'm not sure if it regenerates. Yeah, but it does kill them. So you can, being overrun, you can definitely use it to your advantage. Close this rift here.
Let's do it again.
Still no match for your boy Easy Money Sniper, baby. Money. Good on that. Maybe set some more traps. Let me set some barricades here.
The orc stops.
Wall it off. So basically how a barricade works is it doesn't necessarily block off the orc. They just go around it. They take the easiest route possible because they're mindless brutes. But flying guys do fly over it, and suicide bombers do break these. You gotta be careful. Pro tip in this game is just be really aware of your surroundings. Sometimes just checking up so you don't see any little guys running in, and just keeping an eye on the mini-map at all times. With all those heavy orcs coming in right now. Bang bang. I actually did look into Dungeon Defenders, and just to double check on Steam because I wasn't sure. I thought maybe it were the same developers that made these two games, because I'm like, the art style is really similar, and like the gameplay, games just look very, very similar, and then the way they behave too. And it turns out they're different developers, but the funny thing is, the original Orcs Must Die and Dungeon Defenders, they both came out back in 2011, October of 2011.
I'll just leave this right here.
Orcs Must Die came out, and then a week later, Dungeon Defenders came out. And I was like, what? So maybe they collaborate or something, I don't know. Who knows? But yeah. Looking forward to actually playing Dungeon Defenders with Airy. So. I just wanted to show this game off. Okay, let me just release these.
These orcs must die!
Talking. Get in here, you orcs. Get in the meat grinder. Yeah, see the orcs, they go there and then they go around, so you have to run into all the traps here. Basically, you want to get these orcs on a route so that they take up the most amount of damage possible. And you can sell traps in between rounds and replace them, and you get all your money back. So it's just a matter of just proper placement and just getting these guys to go around. So this is for people who aren't familiar with tower defense. So I was watching Dungeon Defenders, and what I noticed was the fact that Dungeon Defenders actually just relies on leveling up the walls and the towers and just keeping them all grouped together. Whereas in Orcs Must Die, you keep all your traps together, but you spread them out over the course of the map. You don't really just put them all in one spot. You kind of have to diverse throughout the map. Die. Oh, they have an ogre. Gotta be careful, these guys actually stun you. I got my archers.
I love this job.
Kill that fat motherfucker. Look at him. That hideous. Disgusting. I almost threw up in my mouth.
None shall pass.
Alright.
Sappers heading in.
Oh, sappers. Side bombers. Man. Dirty monkey. Oh, yeah, they did some damage. I don't know if I repaired or guy's poisoned. Yeah, and some of these traps, like when you finish a level, you get these skull points. Basically, you get a rating every time you finish a level. I think it's out of 5, like a 5-star rating. And if the higher the rating, you obviously get more skulls, and you can get 5 skulls per level. And you can use those 5 skulls for leveling up and upgrading all of your stuff. So, for example, you can add like poison damage, bleed damage, like fire damage to some items. Each item has their own thing. They have like a unique ability, and then they have a level upgrade which increases their damage, and then they have a special ability which adds something new. It could add like stun damage or stuff like that. Actually break it. Man. They're savage. What? Need some more archers. Missing out. Archers. Need a whole team of Legolas. We got a really big team. Need some really big range. Alright, now let's get these orcs in this meat grinder. Jeff Curry with the pot. 360 with the wrist, boy. Man. Yeah, you see that? Poison damage. I think my spikes have frost damage, which slows them poison death damage over time. There's also fire damage. This is really, at early levels, doesn't really mean much, but at later levels, they have some guys that are like immune to like frost or poison, stuff like that. You gotta be careful. And certain guys, just flyers, they're so annoying, like they just fly across. Your ground traps hit you, and your wall traps, since they fly, sometimes they fly really high. And in your wall traps and items, you gotta rely on like archers and mostly your own skill. And that's another reason why this is not a traditional tower defense, because you have so much freedom. And ultimately, your running and gunning skills can actually determine your own success in this tower defense game.
Let's go! I like this one.
They're explosive. Whoops. Yup. Here.
Here in the South Hall.
I think I'm just on wave 7. Wave. And this game's also co-op like Dungeon Defenders, but I think Dungeon Defenders actually holds more than 2 people. This game only has 2 people. It's a pretty fun game. I beat the first one. I didn't beat the second one yet. This is the second one I'm playing, by the way. They're very similar, not much graphical difference. They added more traps, but not sure. It was mostly like in the weapons department, before they didn't have as many weapons and upgrades. So it's just more of like a big expansion, rather than actually a brand new game.
What a mess!
Yeah, the one thing I would say Dungeon Defenders has an advantage, I think, as because it's free, first of all, and then second of all, that game does have like level ups and stuff like that. Like in here, I don't really have level. But this game is fun. I want to get Ari to play this with me because I want to beat this game. I'm stuck at a later level. It gets really hectic because on this level there's only 2 doors. Some levels have like multiple doors, more than 2, more than 4. They just come from all directions, and when you're one player, you can't just bend like that direction. Well, maybe you can. Maybe I just suck. Man, you're just getting into the freaking blender. How the fuck does this little guy get through? Oh, got easy money sniper in the back. I'm gonna set up some archers here just in case. defend the rift. Last resort. Let's see what else I can put up. Yeah, and the great thing is in between levels, I can just sell a bunch of these traps and like rearrange them.
Killing season!
You can also get a different primary weapon. You can get like a melee weapon. There's some kind of like magic wand type of thing. There's a bunch of different stuff. You get to unlock them. And I think the other character actually starts with a different weapon. And you can really take advantage of your environment. I was gonna pick up that barrel and toss it. YOLO. Look at that. Pick it up. Oh, wait, here. Look at all these orcs. Yeah, they do damage the barricades. These things break easily. They're like fragile as hell, man. I don't know why these orcs. But if I completely walled it off, maybe not a couple hits, but yes. Quick ogre. Anyone down to eat an ogre? Like the nastiest meat ever. Food poisoning after. And yeah, that concludes level. Let's see if I got perfect. Yup. Gain an extra skull. Add it to my collection. Alright everyone, this is Daniel signing out. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed Orcs Must Die. Let me know if you want me to do another video or continue this series. I'll try and get Ari to play this game.